Today marks 1 year since civil unions became legal for gays and lesbians in New Jersey. But the first government report looking at this has determined civil unions create a second-class status.
Joining us this morning with more is Brian McGinnis. He's the South Jersey Director for Garden State Equality. Thank you for coming in.
Hi, good to be with you. Good morning.
Just in case, a lot of people don't know, this law was intended to give same-sex couples marriage equality without the title, and more than 2,000 couples have received civil union licenses. Talk to us about what was promised and then what you're seeing now. Are you not getting what was promised?
Sure. The law was intended to provide equal rights. Things like financial security, health security, critical benefits, and basic dignity. We're finding it's not providing that. About 2,500 couples have gotten civil unions, and we've gotten complaints from about 568 of those. That's a failure rate of about 1 in 5, and that's only been reported to us. The actual failure rate of the law is probably higher.
Health insurance, one of the key issues here. Who's to blame? Why is this not being carried out?
Well, I think it's a couple of things. The federal law, working with the state law, offers a huge loophole that basically employers can drive a truck through in denying their same-sex employees benefits. We learned from Vermont, which has had civil unions for 8 years, that those kind of benefit denials are common in Vermont. We've only had civil unions 1 year. In contrast, in Massachusetts, which has marriage, you don't see those kind of benefit denials. So it kind of takes a wrecking ball to the idea that civil unions are enough, that they'll guarantee equal rights. Only marriage equality is going to end up guaranteeing those equal rights.
Well, I know you guys are going to be talking about this later today. What are you asking for? Where do we go from here, in your opinion? What needs to be done?
Well, I think this report is clear that civil unions are failing to provide equal rights. We strongly believe, based on the Massachusetts experience versus the Vermont experience, that only marriage equality will provide equal rights. The testimony of families in this that this report is based on all across the state, it's heartbreaking. People are being denied benefits because of who they are and who they love, and they're in committed relationships and trying to start families. It's really unfortunate, and civil unions aren't providing protections that they were promised. Marriage equality will fix the problem, and that's why we're pushing for full marriage equality in New Jersey.
Before we let you go, there is opposition out there. Anti-gay advocates are pushing back. Roman Catholic priests want to have a day of prayer. Do you feel like with this opposition that's out there, there's a ceiling on how far you can go?
Well, I don't, and here's why. Those anti-gay advocates were invited to testify at these Civil Union Commission hearings, which were public, and they didn't. The disproportionate amount of the testimony was from families sharing their stories about how they're being denied equality every day: health care, financial security, equal rights, and common dignity. We didn't hear a lot from the right wing about that. So I think the report is clear, the testimony is clear. Civil unions aren't working. They're not enough. We need full marriage equality in New Jersey. We need it now.
All righty, Brian McGinnis, thank you for coming in. And you guys are going to be talking later this morning, or later this afternoon, right?
Absolutely, about 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Thank you so much.
Brian.
Thank you, Brian.